Hi guys, this is your Juneja and I welcome you to Your Stories with Juneja. Today our topic is very interesting. It's how I met my husband on an online dating app. Like not my husband, but today the guest husband. She's a very dear friend and since the time we know each other, we have always spoken about how online dating works and how offline dating works. How much effort you need to put in when online you're connecting with someone. You have to do so many right swipes and so many left swipes. I'm sure you must be knowing about it. Let's deep dive into her experiences and understand how she met her husband online. Swati, welcome to our show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
So basically, I would like to start with, because I know you are a 90 kid. I'm also a 90 kid. We have grown up seeing Shah Rukh Khan movies. We have been in colleges and romance has always been like, maybe writing love letters, asking out somebody in college, approaching someone in college. And it takes us months to, approach them and, find a common connection. To look for them and asking them out for a date. So what do you think that, since then to now, what has changed in the whole dating scenario? What is your viewpoint on that?
Well, like you rightly said that in school and college, it used to take months to approach a crush or even admit that you have a crush, right? But since then, I think it's been over 15 years, almost like 2 decades of us doing the dating thing.
Let's not say that. Are we not that old?
No, I don't mean we are that old.
Yeah.
But yes, more than that. And I think online dating has kind of really evolved the entire dating scene, right? Because it has become so quick. So, जैसे पहले कितना effort लगता था, when you have to first acknowledge that you have a crush. And then in order to approach them, हम ढूंढते थे कि कोई middle connection मिल जाए, कोई common friends मिल जाए, they can introduce us to the person that we want to talk to.
Right.
And then उनका number निकालना ही इतना मुश्किल होता है, and now cut to today when you're just swiping left and right.
Right.
And it just happens in a click that there are times when you match with someone in the morning and you are already on a date with them in the evening, right? So I think it's fun. It's interesting. I think it has, while yes, online dating itself is a lot of effort, but I think it has reduced a lot of that effort, a lot of friction. And it has been fun for me. That's all
So
I can
it seems like what your perceivance is to online dating is good. Yeah.
Yes, it definitely is good. I mean, yes, a lot of people have their reservations, which is what I think we want to address today. A lot of people have reservations, especially people in our age group are not very excited about, or they are not very open or positive about online dating. But I don't think they have anything to worry about. So that's what I'm here to talk about.
Okay. Our focus question of the evening, because our topic is how I met my husband, not my, but your husband, how you met your husband on online dating app.
Yes.
So we would like to hear that, what happened, how it happened, and were you looking out for a serious relationship? And how your experience have been with the whole scenario.
Right. When I told you the first time about this, I remember how amazed you were.
Yeah.
And I get asked this question quite a lot. Honestly, I was not looking for anything serious when we met.
Wow.
Yeah. And I don't think, and like neither of us were in the frame of mind that we wanted to get married right away. Right. We were just exploring. I was out of a relationship, he was out of a relationship, and we were both just taking our time. And it was actually happening bang in the middle of COVID when the lockdown was on and you basically couldn't.
कोविड में बहुत शादियां बनी हैं और बहुत शादियां टूटी हैं.
मैं तो बोलती हूँ नहीं मेरे हिसाब से तो COVID has played Cupid for a lot of reasons.
Right.
I completely agree. I believe in it. So what happens is, when you couldn't meet people in person,
right,
you were forced to be on phone with them, to text with them for a prolonged period of time. सो उससे क्या हुआ, ऐसा नहीं हुआ कि तुमने सुबह मैच किया और तुम रात को मिले एंड अगले दिन यू फिगर आउट कि यार नहीं जम रहा चल.
So you get a chance at least to speak to them in between.
You get a chance to get to know them better. So I think that's exactly what played a major role in our case. We got a lot of time to get to know each other. And then we spent weeks just talking on the phone and chatting, etc., because the lockdown was there, we couldn't meet. And then fortunately what happened was that just a few weeks after we met, the lockdown got lifted and finally we could meet.
Right.
And when we met, it felt like we had known each other forever.
Wow.
You know, just one of those things where we just clicked instantly and we knew, etc. And within 3 months, 2-3 months of having seen each other, we agreed and we kind of decided that we wanted to get married to each other.
Right.
Well, we were not looking for anything. But iska ek credit mere husband ko bhi jata hai, because in the very beginning he told me very clearly कि देखो, I am looking for something serious. And if you are not committed to this, then let's not waste each other's time because I really like you. हाँ. So यही से मेरी learning आती है वो जो मैंने आपको पहले बताई.
ये आपका intent clear होना चाहिए.
Intent clear होना चाहिए और आपको सामने वाले को clear करना चाहिए. I wasn't looking outright to get married, but I was not close to it also. So I told him that I'm happy to explore. Let's see where this goes. And the rest is history.
So your family knows that you have met through online dating?
No. God.
Okay, so this will be a surprise for them, right? I am sure, I mean, the audience which will look at this podcast will also, because we keep also hearing that, people get married through dating apps and all of that. But I never come across somebody who I knew personally that have got, married through a dating app. And when I met you, and I was so amazed that really, how did it even work out? Because people have this different perception of, that this can't happen. Yeah, 10,000 mein ek ka ratio hai, that you can maybe do this, or so you can find someone. How you said it's a gamble and, kismat hai, it's all destiny. Maybe you can find somebody on, like, whatever. But then telling families is very...
No. Our family still just knows that we met by a common friend.
So, uncle, auntie, ये common friend के through नहीं मिले हैं, ये dating app पे मिले हैं.
Oh God.
So yeah, I'll share this with your mother especially.
Please.
Whenever I have the edits ready. So, every time I hear the story from you, I'm always surprised there is some kind of new element that you tell me कि अच्छा उस time ऐसा हुआ था पर फिर ऐसा भी हुआ था. So as a concept, what I do is I pick up few questions anonymously from Reddit and try to acknowledge what also world is facing and, just not discuss what we are. Yeah. Maybe we can go through some of the questions from Reddit and, see what people think about it or what people, are asking for it. So one of the questions are that, obviously we meet every kind of people when we do online dating and right swipe and left swipe and all of that. So how difficult or hard it is for men to get a first date, on an online dating app? What do you think? What they think about it? What is their, likeliness to get on a date and ask out you for a date?
Very interesting. I think this must be on the minds of many men out there. So, it's a very funny anecdote, but I'll tell you that I was sitting with a few friends of mine and mostly all of us were on, many years ago, 4-5 saal purani baat hai. All of us were trying something or the other on different dating apps, right? बहुत सारी अलग-अलग थी. And we were discussing our experiences. And eventually, so there were 5 of us, 2 guys and 3 girls. And all the girls started talking about कि मेरी ये डेट अच्छी नहीं थी, वो अच्छी नहीं थी, वो ऐसा था, ये वैसा था, this is what I expected, but this is what it turned out. And at the end of the day, at the end of the conversation, 1-1.5 घंटे तक हमने बहुत intense conversation करी. The 2 guys were quiet. They were just listening to us. At the end of it, मैंने उनको बोला कि तुम भी कुछ बताओ अपना. कहते तुम इतनी डेट पे जा कैसे रहे हो? हमें तो कोई बुला ही नहीं. So this reminded me of that incident. It is difficult. It is definitely more difficult for men because एक तो ठीक है मतलब जितना gender ratio खराब है, I think it reflects. But at the same time, I also feel that it is a trust issue.
So one of the questions also which I came across, on Reddit platform was, what exactly is the unpopular opinion which is not true about the dating apps? Like, what do you think about it? What is not true?
I think that people, so dating apps are generally looked down upon.
Right.
I think the Gen Z is much more open and they are more accepting about it.
Right.
People who are in their early 20s or in their late teens who are exploring dating apps, I met a lot of them. I mean, I work with some of them and I end up meeting a lot of them, and they are very accepting about it. They acknowledge and they accept openly that yes, we are active on dating apps, and they have, no qualms about it. But people in our age group, people who are in their late 20s or maybe their early 30s, they're kind of ashamed.
Right.
They don't want to, admit that they are active on dating apps, because somehow they have an inhibition that people will feel that, oh, you're looking for hookups or you're looking for some casual relationship if you're on a dating app, which is so not true. I mean, and even if I am, so what?
Yeah.
Even if I'm looking to see people casually because I'm not willing to settle down or I'm not ready to settle down, what's the big deal about it? Everyone has their own timeline. There is no pressure that you have to get settled by a certain point of time. Then why can't I be on dating apps? And because everyone does not have the opportunity to go out and meet people organically, ना? मतलब सबका अच्छा friend circle नहीं होता, सबके ऑफिस में अच्छे लोग नहीं होते, सबके लोग में hot net office में hot लड़के नहीं होते.
I'm sure.
So where do you meet good people? So I think that is one unpopular opinion that people should definitely get off their minds, that if you're on a dating app, you have a loose character, basically, I really think that's so not true, and we should just stop thinking like that.
Like, what kind of message you want to give to our audience and, summarize it in a few sentences?
Message to yahi hai ki matlab, don't hold yourself back. I think people get very disheartened very quickly. As much fun as it is, online dating is very, very high on effort. You have to keep talking to new people. You have to keep reintroducing yourself all the time. You have to say the same things about yourself over and over again. But I think that conversation with different people goes very differently, right? In a lot of cases, I mean, for example, one of the best learnings about online dating for me has been that I got to know so many new people, so many different kinds of people coming from different walks of life, people working in different professions. So I think it was a great way. It was like traveling.
Only Swati can say this. I think हम सब परेशान हो चुके हैं स्वाइप राइट और लेफ्ट करते करते और लोगों को बोलते बोलते कि हम क्या करते हैं. But I think only you have this energy to get going. Let's do it, guys.
I'm sure if I wasn't married by now, I wouldn't say it. But no, I actually mean it, because you have said that when you are traveling, you get to explore so many different places. You get to meet so many new people. You basically develop a broad mindset. Like, you have a good perspective on things. So I think online dating can really help you with that, because you're meeting different people from different sorts of background, doing different things in life. It gives you so much perspective कि wow, लोग दुनिया में क्या क्या कर रहे हैं यार. Like, you're meeting, one day you're meeting an investment banker, next day you're meeting a musician. Right. So everything is out there for you to explore. You just have to be open-minded. Right. So that's a very good thing. It helps. I think it really helps you develop your personality. You know how to crack a conversation with different sorts of people. It really helps you grow as a person. And obviously, you meet some good people, you meet some bad people. End of the day, it's just. But yes, it is high on effort.
Right.
So that's one thing for sure. People should know about it. Not okay. If you are being hosted by someone and you're still waiting for them to kind of come back, that's not okay.
Another podcast to this.
Yeah. Ghosting is another topic, I feel, right away. But yeah, do not ghost people. Let them know politely, respectfully that it's not working out for you for whatever reason. उस टाइम उनको बोलने में उनको जितना बुरा लगेगा उससे ज़्यादा बुरा तब लगेगा if you just ghost on them.
When you ghost them.
Right?
Yeah.
Make it a safe space for everyone.
Right.
Do not make it
Absolutely.
toxic for other people. Right? Ultimately, everyone is on dating apps to accomplish some or the other outcome. And I don't think we need to shame someone. I don't think we need to... People are even shamed if they say that I want to get married off a dating app, or if they say that I'm looking for something serious. Their friends or other people or people that they're meeting online sort of mock them.
Right.
Okay, you seriously think you can find something serious here?
Yeah.
So let's not do that. Let's not judge. Let's make it a safe space for everyone to explore. जो सबके लिए एक बना है वो कहीं ना कहीं हिंज बम्बल टिंडर पे भी मिल सकता है no, सिर्फ शादी.com से नहीं मिल सकता.
So, I mean, when you said that, there is no age of getting settling down and this and that, the number is just in our mind. So, I think that's altogether another podcast that, I would love to do it with you again. I mean, we can have Swati back again because, she has so much of insights. And today, I loved what she spoke, and her insights are quite personally experienced, I would say. I love that you came here and been a part of the show. I would love to have you back.
Absolutely.
And have this energy, on set. And thank you so much for your experience, sharing your experience. And we will figure out again what we can talk about and, have you back soon.
Absolutely. Thank you. It has been a real pleasure.
I'm sure it has been on dating apps, maybe for 2 days or 2 years or, maybe 5 years or how so many days. But, everybody have a very different perspective to it. Especially in a country like us where there are so many young people, everybody is doing it, but nobody wants to talk about it. So it's very important to, acknowledge it that, okay, we are doing it, We had a pretty good conversation with Swati today. If you're still looking for love, keep looking for it. You'll find one day. Subscribers, tune with us. We'll be back soon with our next episode.